We're hoping not. This morning we held out Nick Paul. It's something minor. We're hoping he can play tonight. We'll see. We'll see in warm up if he can go. If he can, it'll be the same lineup.
Okay, obviously a big body presence that would be missed. As far as being on the road here, and speaking of big bodies, looking at the big center icemen of the Winnipeg Jets, are they the biggest challenge that you face tonight?
Yeah, probably the most depth in the National Hockey League down the middle right now, I'd say, with Lowry on the fourth line. I think he's got 9 points in 12 games as a fourth line center. So, they're built for a playoff team that poses a great challenge for us. For us to be able to defend these guys and box them out, and it's exactly what we want for our young group.
As far as Nick is concerned, is this a minor nick up here that happened perhaps on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's just something minor, and we thought it better for him not to skate this morning.
Bruce Garriock, Post Media.
Hey, DJ, I got a few things for you here. Just as far as your AHL team will play tomorrow, and obviously you cut your career in the AHL. How important is it for you guys to have your prospects playing?
Well, I think it's imperative. I mean, if you look at all the teams, that have won the Stanley Cup over the last, how many years, how many of their players, played in the American Hockey League for 1, 2, 3 years. I mean, the high end guys come right to the NHL now, the lottery picks. But some of these other players that are 4th and 5th round picks that could go on to be great players, they all play in the American Hockey League 1, 2, 3 years until you're ready. And then when you come up, you're built for success. So, it's a real tough year for development wise. It's tough to develop in the National Hockey League, against Finnish players, but it's something that, we'll have to adapt to.
I guess I'm speaking about Logan Brown specifically, but there's a guy who hasn't played in a year. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these players haven't been through this before either, right?
Well, no one has. And, I think probably the biggest thing is when you look at, and I had a lot of people tell me the lockout back, years ago, how many veterans came back and weren't the same player, and it took them a long time to get going with that much time off. So, you assume the young kids will be sharper a little bit than some of the older guys, but sit that kind of time off, the timing and the whole bag of tricks that goes with it is certainly tough.
Last thing for me, just what kind of impact do you think Austin Watson has made for you guys?
No matter if I give him 7 minutes or I give him 12 minutes, he's the same player. His attitude doesn't change. He's great entertainment in the room for the guys. He's exactly what you would want for a young group. He keeps it loose. He'll stand up for his teammates, and he's never complains. And no matter where he is and no matter what the situation is, he's team first.
Final hand in the queue is Marc Broussard, Loudois.
Yeah, you're going up at center tonight with against Scheifele and Dubois. Is that maybe the thinking for giving a little less responsibility to Norris tonight?
Well, we're on the road, and what I want to do is have 4 lines that I can play, and what I think with a mixture of guys playing on each line that can defend, especially against a team like this, and then you've got Toronto behind these guys that have some high-end offensive power. You want to put these guys in the best chance to succeed. I mean, you got to play an even shift out there, and then they'll get their chances on the power play. But that's my thinking going into this road trip, is to have a little bit more balanced offensive group.